Alright, so today we were going over the chord parts of Come As You Are, and there's a couple things we did to try to make it easier, and that it would, before I start, don't forget that you might want to put some lighter strings on there that'll make it a little easier to press down. But we're just going over these power chords that are part of the chorus and the bridge, because the verse is just that riff that happens. That part. So when we were looking at these power chords, first thing is that you notice that this E string is open, so that's E. And we were talking about from before how many steps there are between the major notes. So here's E, and there's a half step between E and F. So that means in between F and G is a full step. So what we're playing on this first power chord is F sharp, in between F and G. And so instead of hitting the full first three strings here, which completes like this power chord, this triad, you want to put your hands in the shape, at least of these first two, and because we're having a little bit of trouble trying to get the the strings hit at the same time and both notes ringing. So let's just focus on getting the shape familiar with your hand and get them stretched, but just hitting this low E note. So looking at it, we're going to play it exactly as it looks, which is just 4 count and then slide to the next thing. It happens in both the chorus and the bridge, just different chords. Use alternate picking, so down and up. Keep your hands there, and eventually we'll work to where we're hitting all the strings at the same time and develop some different strumming patterns and stuff. But you got to work on the spider technique, the spider exercise, using down and up picking. And then remember that when you're going backwards, you really got to keep your fingers out of the way a little bit, but you're always keeping them kind of close. And so doing that a lot, as many times as you can kind of handle a day, either before or after you practice with the general form of this particular song, it's really going to help. It's really going to help get the strength and dexterity up to make the notes ring out, and familiarity with your other hand on picking the strings, so that you just know where a certain string is and you know the bounds of them, and all of a sudden you can just like play 3 at a time, and that's not a big deal. You're not worried about hitting the other ones because you're not hardly even hitting them. So go through this song, go through those exercises. I believe I might have sent also a scale or so home last time with you in that, and so if you're still feeling like doing that, maybe alternate between that scale and the full-on spider exercise or something like that. But anything to keep you getting stronger at pushing down and getting more dexterity with getting your hands working together. And if it's not sounding right, just slow it down a little bit, and until the notes are coming out and ringing and the rhythm is still there, but might be a little slower, and then the speed will start to pick up. And I will come up with something else that's loosely related to 90s era rock for coming up with some different concepts to go over. But we're going to try to keep applying this one. We're not going to forget about this song when we come back to it once we're kind of exploring and getting further down the line.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Any questions or anything?
So where can I find these videos?
Okay, so your mom should have a link to what we have. It's called a Learn Speed account, Mom, and it's posted there.
All right, cool.